Yay. No more buffering. And one more time. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Well, we're going to give you another gift. One more one-screen show before I unfortunately have to hit the road back to Las Vegas. But the mission was complete.
Was.
Did you have a good birthday weekend, sir?
Still feeling the effects of it, but yeah, it was awesome.
Now, we tried last night
No.
to do a show, but this guy was recovering from a very fun weekend. He couldn't sit up.
Nope.
He could talk.
Nope.
He could lay down,
Yep.
but he couldn't sit upright
No.
as we are right now. Now, before we get to the 15-round fight that was the Cowboys and the 49ers, first, put some respect on the Cincinnati Bengals. They once again showed you why they are the defending conference champions in the AFC, and they will get to defend their title at the place they won it at last year back in Arrowhead at Kansas City. We thought the Bills were playing for a higher purpose.
Well, that was my Super Bowl pick, so I was wrong about that one for sure.
Well, we both had the Bills representing the AFC in the Super Bowl this year.
That was a fact.
And Cincinnati Bengals said, you know what? Hold my drink.
Just hold it for a little bit.
And went into Orchard Park in the snow. And held the Bills.
7 points?
10 points. 10 points. 3 in the second half. No, they shut them out in the second half.
Sure did.
It was 17 to the halftime, which technically it should have been 34 because I think the Bengals got robbed.
I think that was a catch by Joe Burrow for sure. By Jamar Chase for sure.
He should have had 2 touchdowns as opposed to 1, but
I didn't see the ball move. That's just.
And he got 4 feet down, but you know what? But the key for Cincinnati was Joe Mixon, that Oklahoma Boomer Sooner.
I said the running game was going to be pivotal in that game.
It was.
Not even just Joe Mixon. It was also the Joe Burrow. Who was out there getting loose as well.
Samaje P. Ryan had some good runs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it also helps when you go 6 for 10 on third down. And that's what 60% of the time we need to convert on third down. They convert on third down. And the Bills struggled going 4 for 12 on third down. It just seemed like the Bills were just out of sync.
I guess they must have put all their energy into the Dolphins because it didn't seem like nothing. The crowd wasn't giving them the energy. Even they was trying to continue to show Damar Hamlin. You couldn't see him because the snowstorm was just ridiculous. But other than that, no, they just it picked up where it left off before the game had that tragic incident. You clearly saw that the Bengals were still the dominant team just from that last game that was played. So not shocked, as we said, that they were going to win that game, but I thought it would have been a little more competitive game.
It definitely would have been competitive because, I mean, you know.
They were playing in their elements.
We go back to 21 days ago where, you know, before the unfortunate situation happened, the Bengals went up and down the field on their first drive and Burrow threw a dart to Boyd in the back of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like the Bengals were on the move again before the unfortunate tragedy of Damar Hamlin happened.
Yep.
So, again, we've said all along, the Bengals are probably the one team that can go on the road and win. And so...
And I wouldn't be shocked if they go to Arrowhead and do the same thing they did last year.
Well, spoiler alert, I'm picking the Bengals to upset Kansas City again.
Didn't we say this, though, that we wouldn't be shocked with the Bengals because they got there, they understood what they need to do, and it's the same pedigree and the same way they were winning last year. Except they're protecting Burrow a little bit more than they did last year. And that pays dividends because now you're seeing what he can do if that offensive line holds up because he was just throwing lasers out there. I mean, there was not a catch, I think, a receiver that had to make that was difficult. Everything was right on point. And we're talking about in the snow, elements, bad. When your running game is working in the elements, your passing game is working in the elements, and your defense, forget about it. Forget about it. I can admit that I was wrong. I for sure thought that the Bills would have the momentum because of Hamlin, and they've been there. They had that taste. Look at that Stephon Diggs. Look on the field and everything like that. I mean, it just set up for them to win. But we always say this. You have to play the game.
And not only that, yesterday clearly showed you how that Super Bowl MVP and 2-time Super Bowl champion Von Miller was missed.
Yeah.
This particular game was why the Bills signed Von Miller to be that force in a game like this, and he was missed. But to piggyback what you said about the Bengals and their offensive line, 3 starters were missing from the Bengals O-line.
And they still protected Burrow like they were.
And they still, and not only that, they ran for 172 yards.
Against a good Bills defense.
Against a very good Bills defense, yes.
Minus Von Miller.
Yes.
Von Miller is a definitely added plus. That's 2-3 sacks maybe in a game.
Yes.
But they're still good without him, and to still get ran on like that, that's kudos to Zach Taylor, man. He got those boys. Whatever. It's almost like how we feel about the bowl in New York. I mean,
East Rutherford.
New Jersey. Yeah, East Rutherford. Whatever he is selling, they're buying. And if they get back to the Super Bowl, which I agree, spoiler alert, I am picking the Bengals to beat the Chiefs. Yes, that's not just on the Raider in me, but I just believe that Gimp Patrick Mahomes ain't gonna be standing back there. If the Jaguars had a slightly better pass rush with him down, they win that game. I mean, they only lost by 7, so they were still in there. But
I mean, if Sam Hubbard, and more importantly, if Hendrickson is getting to the quarterback with a Gimpy Mahomes, there's going to have to be some adjustments made by Andy Reid.
Might have to have an extra tight end in there or something.
Yeah, because I mean, he may have to rely on Pacheco a little bit more in the running game, because I mean, it was just watching it was hard for Mahomes even to hand the ball off. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he's not going to practice much.
Nope.
It's probably going to be around the clock treatment on that high ankle sprain, because
a couple of new injections. We all know this.
Yeah, but I mean, a high ankle sprain, if you never suffered one.
Oh, it's painful.
It's very painful, number one. And number two, really the only thing to make it heal is rest. But
staying off of it.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Mahomes, you're trying to get back to the Super Bowl. You're trying to get to Glendale, Arizona, in the big toaster that is State Farm Field in the Arizona desert. And it's rough. But the Bengals have had the Chiefs' number.
Yep.
Joe Burrow is the one guy that Patrick Mahomes has not beat yet.
Yes, and this is true.
And Joe Burrow is a very impressive. 5-1 in the playoffs. The combined history of the Bengals, and that's including Kenny Anderson, who should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Norman Julius Boomer Esiason, and Carson Palmer, and Andy Dalton. Now, those are the 4 previous quarterbacks that have taken the Bengals to the playoffs in their history. Esiason, Anderson, and Burrow have taken them to Super Bowls. The combined record of those 4 guys I just mentioned, not including Burrow, is 5-14 all time in the playoffs. With, I think, Kenny Anderson and Boomer having 2 of those wins, respectively.
Jeez. Well, that says a lot right there.
So, Burrow's 5-1, and he's won 4 of those games on the road.
That is actually
so the road does not bother Joe Burrow. I said Joe Burrow really gives no fucks. He really does not.
None.
Doesn't matter what the element's in. And again, he was not fooled by we know what kind of a home field advantage Arrowhead has historically been.
They've been there, though.
It's been one of the loudest games, but he was there last year.
There's no change.
Him and McPherson told y'all to be quiet.
Yeah, and nothing changed. I don't know what I think they win this game by 10 points.
Oh, you're calling a so you're saying it will not be a McPherson field goal this time?
No, I think that the Bengals are hell-bent on getting back to the Super Bowl and showing that they should have won it last year. I'm just going off that.
If the refs didn't decide they wanted to throw flags all of a sudden when the Rams were making their final drive, it possibly could be the Bengals winning the Super Bowl.
I mean, one extra stop, Jamar Chase was wide open, and he walks into the end zone. And that's the difference from last year to this year, that I believe if the situation was last year with what they have now, he makes that throw because the offensive line is not vastly improved, but they're a little bit better than what they were last year.
Well, like I said, you do that, and you run the ball that well, and you're missing 3 starters to your offensive line.
Yeah. That's it.
In the elements.
That's good football.
Yeah. A lot of people saying that the Bill Belichick tree sucks. Well, I'll tell you what. The Sean McVay coaching tree is looking pretty good right now.
It's looking real nice.
I mean, you have Kevin O'Connell, who did a fantastic job with the Vikings.
Yep.
They won a division title before they lost to the Giants. Of course, what Zach Taylor's done the last 2 years with the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, McVay got his Super Bowl
last year.
It's just wow. But I mean, kudos to the Bengals. They will get a chance to repeat as AFC champions, and they will be the first team to repeat as AFC champions, not named the Patriots.
Yep.
Since, as you like to call them, the logo.
Yeah.
In Mile High.
Yeah. The John Elways.
The Broncos were the last team not named the Patriots to represent the AFC in back-to-back Super Bowl appearances if the Bengals achieve that this upcoming Sunday. But, I mean, Burrow was effective. Burrow threw for 246, 2 TDs, took care of the ball.
Of course.
Josh Allen took it on the head and said, "This one's on me. I didn't play well." Stephon Diggs showed some frustration.
Yeah, I read that he walked out the locker room. He grabbed all his stuff, and a teammate brought him back in the locker room. But after that, he didn't stay long. So,
well, still, I mean, even as frustrating as it is, you still have to set the example and be the good teammate, despite how.
Well, we know what Tom Brady does.
I know.
I mean, I don't want to mention that guy. I hope he retires. But, that's not all I want to talk about him. So, he doesn't shake hands.
I get it. He's supposed to. I get it.
That's sportsmanlike.
I get it.
You can't only,
like how they do in hockey.
You can't only shake hands when you win. That's
not how you do that. That's called being a poor sport. But the Bengals, outstanding. They move on to play the Chiefs. Again, we're both picking Cincinnati just because the way they're playing. I give the Chiefs a fighting chance of Mahomes 100%, but he's not. I give the slider to the Bengals.
By 10.
He's saying by 10. I'm just picking them to win flat out outright.
By 10.
Again by 10.
Yes.
So we come to the 15-round heavyweight fight, which we knew was going to be a 15-round fight.
Boy, I love that excitement that was in this house yesterday. It was funny.
Well, on one side you had the Star, and the other side you had the Gold Rush Sickle
of Santa Clara.
Yes, Arlington versus Santa Clara at Gene Stadium at Great America. The atmosphere was great. It really was a slugfest. It really did go 15 rounds. It was tremendous defense for most of the game. Very physical in the first half.
Yes.
Maher missed the extra point, and the Cowboys were chasing that 1 point for the rest of the game.
Even if it wasn't blocked, he was going to miss it.
He was gonna shank it.
It left his leg all messed up. It looked like he was playing golf with his foot.
He was using his putter for a foot as he was trying to put it into the greens on the hill. Definitely the key moment of the game, which is unfortunate because Tony Pollard is a fantastic football player, and we hope his recovery goes well. Fractured his fibula.
That lost him some money right there.
Yeah, it did. He is a pending free agent, and that's he lost some money right there with that injury. The whole dynamic of the Cowboys offense changed, and I really don't know why Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, and I'm pretty sure if the English professor is watching, he's been promoting fire Kellen Moore this whole entire season and the last 2 years. So if he is watching, you may get your wish. I don't know. But
the Niners knew what to zero in on after Tony Pollard went out. Zeke wasn't doing much of nothing. Zeke ain't been doing nothing for the past 2 years. I think he's out of Dallas after this. Also, there's also another receiver out there by the name of Michael Gallup, and they didn't try to look for him at all. It was CeeDee Lamb and Schultz, and that was it. I didn't see the ball go. I mean, they tried that deep pass, and I believe if Dak puts it to the back of the end zone, what I tell all quarterbacks to do,
find the pylon.
He had a step on him. There was nobody on the top.
Find the pylon.
It was Warner on a receiver. That normally doesn't match up right, in all honesty. He had a step on him, put in the back of the end zone. But what's crazy is that 1 week Dak is the savior. And, we hear we Dem Boys again. And then the moment the game is over, Dak sucks. Like, what is it? Either he's good for you guys or he sucks. You can't be on him when he's winning. Support him when he's losing. Hell, I had 9 years of a losing quarterback, and I still supported his ass.
Facts.
Show some loyalty, Cowboy fans.
And Lord knows I had to deal with some crappy quarterback play my dang self. Dealing with Alex Smith, dealing with Kaepernick, dealing with Brian Hoyer and Nick Mullins.
Drunken Miller.
Him. and Cody Pickett and Ken Dorsey and CJ Beathard and James Richard Garoppolo and all that. So it sucks.
Support your quarterback when they win and lose.
But with that said, Sedarius Lamb, yes, his actual name is Sedarius.
He did have a good game, though.
10 for $117.
Yeah.
Man was torching the Niners, torching their secondary. But the 2 throws out of his 37 attempts, he would like back. Jimmy Ward forces the tip ball. Fred Warner's joining the spot. Lenore, the weak link of the secondary with no Emmanuel Mosley, had a pick. Now the Niners only got 2 field goals off the 2 interceptions, but they got points off of it, and I think that was the difference. But you've said it for years. I've said it for years. The one thing that makes me mad about Kyle Shanahan is he doesn't stick to what's working.
Yeah.
The running game was ineffective for most of the first half. But for once, Shanahan stuck to it. And as you see, third and fourth quarter, those holes up the middle started to open a little bit more for McCaffrey. Started to open up a little bit more for Elijah Mitchell. I mean, Mitchell was the leading rusher. He had 14 carries and 51 yards. I mean, it wasn't spectacular, but the Niners still ran for over 100 yards. They ran for
which is hard to do on Dallas's defense.
Yeah.
Dallas defense showed up.
They played.
The offense just didn't complete the defense. I mean, they came out there. Michael Parsons and Lawrence was causing havoc in that backfield. Dak Prescott was doing what Dak does. He gives you this, and then he gives you that.
But also at the same time, one of the problems that has been for the Cowboys all year has been they're in the top 5 of most penalized team in the NFL.
That does come back.
And it reared its ugly head again yesterday as they had 7 penalties.
Yeah.
The Niners only had 3.
So not a bad officiated game. They let them play a little bit.
For the most part, they let them play.
Yeah.
Because, the long time withstanding rivalry between these two, it's always going to be physical. But the Niners were able to run for 113 yards.
Yes.
And the 1 touchdown they made it count. And the defense, when they needed to, made plays in. But like you always say, it may not be all the time, but when they need to make that play.
Yeah, that's what championship teams do.
They make that play. And, of course, they went 7 for 14 on third down, which is half.
Very efficient. Let's call it efficient.
You normally win a lot of games when you convert half of your conversions on third down. The Cowboys were 5 for 15, even though twice they went for it on fourth down and did convert because Dak decided he wanted to use his legs. Now, that's going to be a problem facing Jalen Hurts and his legs next week.
Yeah, those are more educated legs.
Yeah, so but you definitely have to have a spy on Jalen Hurts.
But I believe your linebackers are good enough to take care of that.
Yeah, just as long as Dre Green doesn't make stupid mistakes like he did against the Bears with the late hits. That in a game you get the number 1 defense versus the number 2 defense, and this is what we have in the NFC title game. The number 1 defense, the Niners. Number 2 defense.
Oh yeah.
The Eagles. I'm not expecting a lot of scoring, even though I know the last time, because you just pointed this out before we came on the air, the last time Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy played each other, the 1 year Hurts went to Oklahoma and Brock Purdy, of course, went to Iowa State. Hurts threw for 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
Purdy threw for 5.
Yes.
Oklahoma still got the win.
Running game.
As you said, absolutely no defense was played in that game.
Oh, none at all. There was none.
But even with that said, I'm still expecting a low-scoring game because, again, Hurts has not seen a defense like the only defense Hurts has really seen that's been consistent was the Cowboys' defense. Purdy has practiced against this number 1 defense the last, I'll say, 10, 12 weeks. Give or take. It's going to be hard hitting.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia is going to be Philadelphia.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because this is just what Philadelphia does.
They'll let you know in a heartbeat.
I think this particular game may come down to who has the ball last and which field goal kicker will be called upon to perhaps kick a game winner. and both kickers have been fantastic. But also, this is Nick Sirianni's first stage at the second big dance.
Yes.
The first big dance is the Super Bowl. The second big dance is the championship game. But like I said, before you can even think about Lombardi, you got to get the Hallis and Hunt Trophy first before you can even think about even considering just touching Lombardi. This is Shanahan's third in the last 4 years. He's been there. He's experienced both sides. Now, hopefully, he learned his lesson from last year. If you got the hot hand, damn it, run it till the flames go out.
Agreed.
He didn't do that. But also, now the secondary has concerned me most of the year. And this particular game can be scary for the secondary simply because not only do you have one class receiver, you got two.
Yeah,
Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
Yeah, you beat me to my quote.
Are going to be problems.
Yeah.
But not only that, they can run the wall with Miles Sanders. You forget about him. And not just him.
I can't think of his name right now as well.
Gainwell was also a factor in this game.
Yeah.
Actually, he was the leading rusher. He had 112 yards against the Giants.
He did.
And Sanders had 90. And that's not even mentioning what Hurts can do, and also the forgotten person, Boston Scott. So the Eagles can run the ball. They ran for 268 against the Giants on Saturday. And we know both teams have been stout against the run. So it may come down to who makes the big plays in the pass game and who can get a little bit of effective a run game. Because again, for the Niners side, you can hope Javarius Ward can contain either Smith or Brown, but also you got to know we're number 8 because Dallas Goedert is not no slouch.
Yeah, buddy.
He can also be a big factor. Obviously, I'm picking my team because what kind of a fan would I be if I'm not picking my team? But
you would be me that picks against his team when the time's right.
Well, it would make his whole season if my team would lose in the Super Bowl again.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I do get you guys going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, whatever. But if you can contain Smith and Brown, you might. There's a chance. I mean, there's always a chance, but you're gonna have to really contain Jalen Hurts because the guy's been playing. Every time they have a question about what he can't do, he proves it. So,
well, this I do know. He can throw the deep ball.
Oh, that's not a problem.
He can throw the deep ball.
A.J. Brown can get behind the defense,
and Smith and Brown can go up and get the football.
Well, they will use on your defense. You would have to have what they have: a possessive receiver and the receiver that can take it off the top. Now, both of them can take it off the top, but we know that's more Brown. Smith is your good route runner, catch the ball, ends out, run the slants, come back routes, blah, 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 blah. Polished receiver. When the time's right, just watch out for A.J. Brown. And you're going to have to spy on Hurts very well. And the same with the Eagles defense. You got a Christian McCaffrey. Debo's going to be up there. Kittle's a problem, So, and then like you say, you got the other running back too as well.
And the forgotten man sometimes, Brandon Ayuk.
There it is. Then you still got that Swiss Army knife by Juszczyk. So, this is what a good NFC championship game is supposed to look like. I don't see it being lopsided.
No, I don't. Not at all.
But as you said, it comes down to who has the ball last. Well, it's always been, if your Niners are on the field, when the time is right for them to make a play, they make that play. So if it's in the Eagles' hands at that time to make a play to drive the field, I believe your defense wins it. Now, if it's your offense driving on the Eagles' defense,
well, for one thing, just like the Eagles have to know where Mr. Bosa is and Warner and Greenlaw, you got to know where 91 is. That is big Fletcher Cox.
Oh, of course.
Got to know where he is.
Sue's out there.
Got to know where Brandon Graham is. I also got to know where Hassan Reddick is. Because these guys are no slouch. Again,
that front four is pretty nice.
This is the number 1 and number 2 ranked defenses going against each other. Like I said, very rare this happens. You get the top 2 defenses battling, let alone a Super Bowl, let alone a conference championship. So turnovers are going to be at a premium. I think whoever forces that one turnover, that might be the difference in this game.
Yeah, I agree with that one right there.
So,
but I can also see both teams making a mistake, and just who can ride the wave of that mistake. I believe if the Eagles get a turnover, I believe your defense will make the stop. And I believe if the Niners get a turnover, I believe the Eagles defense can make a stop. So it's all about who's going to take advantage of that. If what happens, both teams take care of the ball very well.
True.
So
true.
Excuse me. So and then Christian McCaffrey is poised. This is his first.
This is his first
championship game. So we already know the moment ain't big for Purdy because he's just been doing everything right that since he took over this whole team.
Yeah, I mean, even at the times he has looked like a rookie.
Yeah,
Shanahan has kept the He threw a ball on 3rd and 2 to McCaffrey and got a first down.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if that was Trey Lance, if that was James Richard Garoppolo, I don't think Kyle makes that same play call.
Well, you tailor your offense around with the capability of your quarterback. It seems like the playbook, he grasped it very well, and it's open now because he's making some plays. He's out there shining.
Like I said, yesterday was a dogfight. We knew it would be.
Yeah, of course.
Them and the Chiefs Jaguars game was pretty competitive.
You give the Jaguars will be back next year. I believe they win the division easily next year. Just for the simple fact of the matter that I don't see that division getting any stronger than what it already is. The Jaguars will be back.
No, this is not a one-year wonder.
No, they'll be competing.
Doug Peterson has that team going in the right direction.
Yeah,
and I think Mr. Khan has finally found his guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? As much as I couldn't stand him and talked a whole bunch of crap, I must give credit to the former Niners GM. I have to give Trumbalke his due. He put together a good thing in Jacksonville, and actually Mr. Khan held them over, and it worked. So
he ain't drafting ACL players anymore now. So that's a start.
Well, yeah, that is a start.
That'll keep your job around for a while.
Well, not only that, I think Mr. Coughlin is still a part of the front office.
So that explains a whole lot of stuff. That explains a whole lot. I
think Tom Coughlin is still running the football side.
That's a smart move.
Of the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's a good
move.
I
mean, if he's not in the office, I'm sure he's still consulting them.
Oh, he has the bat phone somewhere.
So he like, what are you doing?
The bat phone is somewhere in hand.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon is standing by it somewhere. But I agree. I mean, when we do our preview show for this 2023 season later on this year, we definitely will be having the Jaguars representing the AFC South as division winners because Sunshine's only going to get better.
Yeah.
A second year to Doug Peterson.
And he got a taste of it.
Yes, he did.
Also got a win.
A comeback win at that.
And there it is.
Christian Kirk was a steal from the Cardinals. Zay Jones has been solid.
Everywhere since he.
And dang it, Evan Ingram decided he can play football again and catch the ball and be an effective tight end, which
sure did.
The talent was always there.
Never questioned.
It was just inconsistent, but Doug Peterson got out of him this year, so I'm expecting him to have a bigger year.
Travis Etienne ain't gonna get it a little better.
Oh, yeah, Travis Etienne is gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
and heck, the way him and Jermichael Hasty complement each other, that could be a very solid 1-2 punch in Duval and Jacksonville. So if you're a Jaguars fan, you guys are trending in the right direction.
Definitely.
Now, here's the ultimate question: if you're Jerry Jones, do you bring back Mike McCarthy, who is now 0-4 against the 49ers in the playoffs? His 3 losses as a Packer. And now 2 as a Packer, 2 as a Cowboy.
Well, didn't Jerry Jones already come out and say that this game did not decide his future?
I'm shocked.
Well,
but then again, Jerry Jones can change his mind 2 hours later in the same day.
Well, now he's on the phone with Sean Payton right now.
Oh, he is.
I wouldn't be shocked. I believe Kellen Moore is gone. I don't even think he'll get a head coaching job after this.
Well, like I said, if Kellen Moore gets fired, the English professor will be playing the Hallelujah chorus all day, every day.
I think he should have been gone last year. I don't know.
He would highly agree with you.
It's like a year too late.
I agree. Oh God, really? Why?
Yeah, I hope it's announced he's retired.
That would just make all your dreams come true, wouldn't it?
I would do a breaking show by myself. that son bitch announces he's retiring from football, I will do the happy dance on live TV. I mean, on live feed on our show that Tom Brady retired because that will exit him coming to Vegas. That would just make my whole existence. I'm shocked nobody in camp has even tried to even sneak out the leak.
Well, if if Chris Mortensen and Schefter say something, or Ian Rappaport, you'll know firsthand.
I mean, he has a nice lucrative contract
With Fox, yes.
Yeah, he'll be the number one guy. Go ahead.
Which actually sucks. Oh, Djokovic wins in straight sets in the Australian Open, which actually sucks because I actually like Greg Olson and Kevin Burkhardt. They complement each other
very, very well. But when the whole NFL
I know
does what they do with Peyton Manning and
I know
Tom Brady.
I know.
So
I know.
I wish I would have rather them give Chris Collinsworth the boot and they give Tom Brady that job. That would be great.
Brady and Tirico?
I'll take that over Chris Collinsworth and Tirico. God, I can't stand that Chris Collinsworth. That man is horrible.
Here's a guy.
Well, whatever. Talk about a homer on every team. Don't put Tom Brady on Sunday Night Football. You wouldn't even know who the other quarterback name is on the other team. Got his long neck ass head up his ass so much. He only drinks water, Chris Collinsworth. Only water. Just tell me. So please retire. Get to the booth. And NBC or ABC, whatever one the company is, find a way to replace Collinsworth. He is not worth. He's horrible. I literally mute the TV and just watch the game. Honestly, I do. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm turning into Mike Singletary around here. I don't want him.
Can't do it.
Can't win with him. They seriously need to take into consideration the ratings on Sunday Night Football and think about how people dislike Chris Collinsworth. I'm one of them. He can go bye-bye. Him and Tom Brady both can ride the sunset. And you know who they can take along with him too? John fucking Cena. He could fucking retire too. I'm done with his ass too. And the New Day. All can go. Ride the sunset.
Well, unfortunately, Cena is on the cover of WWE 2K23, the video game.
I don't give a damn about the video game. He could be in the video game. I just don't want to turn on the TV on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown and hear that dumbass music hit.
Well, considering that tonight is the 30th anniversary show.
Yeah, there we go. It's whatever. It's Tom motherfucking Sula.
Anyhow, on Saturday, this past Saturday, the 21st, there was a personal holiday for a certain somebody that I know that joined the 4040 Club, and we partook in a event at its official name. I am calling the Golden One Center the Big Sheet Metal because it looked like a whole lot of sheet metal, but it was a very entertaining game. Between
and James Harden.
Which that was the only thing that soured his day. The person he really wanted to see did not play.
I wanted to see the footwork live. It would have been awesome.
Okay, so he did not play because it was his left foot. So it was not because of low management. It was the left foot.
Okay, well, rest the big fella because we need him long.
Down the road. So because we originally thought it was load management, which would have made him very, 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 very mad.
But the kid from Kentucky.
But it was a very entertaining game. In the first half, it seemed like every 3-point shot the Kings were throwing up was just going in.
Even Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes was making 3-point shots.
My goodness.
Actually, Harrison Barnes finished the game 6 and 9 from 3-point range.
Imagine if he did that in the finals.
In 2016.
The Warriors would have a clean record besides playing the Raptors.
Yes. But the Sixers had 6 people. Mm-hmm. No, 7 in double figures, with Tyrese Maxey leading the way with 32, shooting 12 of 29 from the floor. Didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but the 2 he hit were very, very big. Actually, Melton was good from 3. Mm-hmm. Harris was good for 3, but it was Mr. Yang from UCLA who was 7 of 12 from the floor with 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. He had 17. Yes. Harris had 17 before he fouled out. Yes. Montrezl Harrell, I don't know why the Clippers and the Lakers just let him go, but he comes off the bench with 17.
I'll take it.
Melton has 14. Melton,
Good old
D.
Shea.
Melton and S. Melton had 15 and 14 respectively.
Yes.
Sabonis, just like his dad, after rounding out triple-double,
Triple-double
16,
machine.
16, 10, and 10. Barnes at 27. De'Aaron Fox, the other Kentucky Wildcat, had 31. He was outstanding.
It's a great battle.
Murray had 13.
Mhm.
Hooter, which I still don't know why the Hawks traded him to Sacramento, but Mike Brown said, thank you.
Very, very much. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed.
He had 20.
Yes.
Like I said, it was a well-played game.
Definitely.
My brother was getting heckled by Kings fans.
Kept saying Ben Simmons. The hell, no Sixer fan gives a damn about Ben Simmons. Bye. Once that fool could not make the easy layup or I dunk and pass it up, you're nothing to me. You're nothing. Oh God, is it retirement? Oh no, it's basketball talk. Okay. Anyway, the Lakers made a trade. Who cares? But
but the final score was the Sixers 129, the Kings 127. Sixer fans even bought him beers for his birthday. He got a free beer.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you wear a good old classic Allen Iverson jersey.
He did wear the number 3. There was a lot of Embiid jerseys there.
Yes.
There was a lot of Sixer blue. Even some wore Julius the Dr. Irving. You saw a lot of Iverson 3s. Oh, we got cricket.
It was good to see a lot of other Philly fans out there, and I am 2-0 going to see the Philadelphia 76ers play the Kings. So we'll see maybe what happens next year.
So there was no lighting the beam at the big sheet metal in Sacramento instead.
No, and there was no free cookies given on my account on my team. Yeah, they thought they were going to get free cookies. No, not on my watch.
Even though cookies fell from the sky.
That's all they got. That was a free damn cookie right there.
Well, not only that, they kept showing the Cowboy star, the Eagles logo.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of shocked they didn't show the Philly Fanatic, one of the greatest mascots of all time.
They knew better.
But he enjoyed himself.
Yes.
His beloved basketball team won. He had some good food.
Yeah, really good food, honestly.
Speaking of the beam. Oh, stick the landing, young lady.
That one for sure. That's without a doubt.
Boomer Sooner. But he said we're going to give you at least 2 shows with 1 screen.
We delivered.
And we did that, even though he still has to recover. Now, you do got to go to work today, don't you?
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. I'm back at it tomorrow.
It's 3 o'clock. I'll be well. I'll be fine. I'm fine. It's just that the whole body, I guess this is what happens when you try to party like you're 21 all over again. And, your body's like, hey, buddy, take it easy. So I'm well rested. It's just, oh, my God. Throw it down, young man. It's just all the movement that I'm going to have to probably do
Mr.
today.
Hayes, get out the way.
I'll be fine.
As we're looking at the top 10 plays of the week on SportsCenter. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. So I can take a nap.
Oh, really?
I'm done with the Sharks. You don't have to worry about me watching the Sharks.
Lord.
Yeah, that was
Good grief.
It was too easy.
Between 2 defenders.
Yeah, it was too easy.
That's way too easy.
I don't understand why we're still focused on the Sharks. They're horrible. We'll move on to next year with them.
Yeah.
Let's see what baseball season should be around now. So yeah.
Yeah. Spring training is well upon us.
And as football's closely coming to the end, to where now NASCAR will rule the sports world for a while. And I don't know why.
Live TV, folks.
But I'm not ready for. Oh, what a catch!
Yeah, that was a tremendous catch off the fingertips, off the face mask, in one hand.
Hell, if the Cowboys was playing better defense, that would have been an interception.
Yes, it would have.
But I'm not going to go there. They already have taken enough punches from Stephen A. Smith, so I don't have to say anything else about that.
But hey, at least you got spring football to get you to the draft.
What is it? The XFL and the USFL
SFL, yes, starting in February.
I can watch that for sure.
I'm actually gonna take a trip to Cashman Field and go watch the Vegas Vipers of the XFL play some games. Even though I don't know why Sam Boyd just won't let the Vipers play there. Why Cashman Field?
I don't want to tarnish the stadium.
There's nothing going on there.
Oh no,
it makes no sense to me. But
you feel maybe they won't get no revenue or nothing.
Well, I know this. The first time the XFL was there in Vegas, the Las Vegas Outlaws, I think they were definitely in the top 3 in attendance and basically sold out their home games. But you
Well,
know,
maybe it's something else then. Who knows?
who knows? I don't
A lot
know.
of politics.
It's always involving politics. I can't stand politics, but nonetheless, we thank you for watching this very live one-screen edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. As he makes it back to work, I'll make it back to the high desert. That is the bright lights of the entertainment capital of the world. You know, I'll pray for me that I make it back there. But before I do, I have to be the good son and go bring my mother a lemon meringue pie from Nations.
A full one at that, right? Not getting slices. You want to take a full one?
Well, she said too, but I'm bringing her the whole
might
damn
as well
pie.
do that. That's the best thing to do.
And I'm getting me a burger to eat on the road. You damn
Hell
right.
yeah.
You damn right.
Don't forget the fries.
That too.
Maybe a shake.
Maybe a shake. We'll see. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we thank you for watching this special edition of this gift that is the Mizzle Dub Show. Unfortunately, for now, we have to go back to 2 screens, but you never know when a 1-screen show might happen. So all I can say
baseball is around the corner.
Yes, it is. And all I can say is stay tuned because you never know, near nor far, as the dog decides he wants to snore like he's been working day and night in the backyard.
Whatever.
But anyhow, he is the newest entry into the 40/40 Club. He is Mizzle. I am Dub. We thank you for watching. And, well, one last time face-to-face on screen.
Yes, indeed.
Feliz cumpleaños. May your next decade be the greatest decade yet. And, of course, it's 5 o'clock some damn where.
Yes, and I'm still 12 with a license.
You said 13. You went up.
I did go up in age. Yes, I
went up in age.
I'm matured a little bit. I'm matured a little bit. You know, it's okay. It's fine.
Salud, friends. We thank you for watching.
Yes, sir.